Hello, hello, hello. What's up, wherever you are, whatever time it is? What's good? What's really good? It's your host, My Black South, aka Malcolm, aka I think y'all done heard in this episode, Mackie. Y'all gonna hear all the names. So thank you for joining. Get comfortable. This episode is gonna be a little loose. If you lose, you know who you are. And if you lose, it's okay. Just tighten it back up. We can do this. Y'all can do this. This is what I call the check-in slash random episode. Right? Unplanned is what I call random. Okay? Last minute is what I call random. This episode is brought to you by the Waffle House. JK, just kidding. I got nothing to do with the Waffle House. Waffle House ain't giving me no coin. I'm not giving them no coin. There's no exchanging them coins. So that's that. But if y'all follow me, y'all do see that I was in Maryland and I had some Waffle House. I was with Dr. Creative, and the first thing I was like, wake up, Waffle House. There has to be a Waffle House nearby. There's Waffle House in Maryland. Let's go. I put it in GPS. I said, let's get there. Okay. So we did go to Waffle House, and I enjoyed it. Quick little things. Angela Bassett, you don't need that white man's award. Let that white man keep his award. I get the validation, although I will never be in your shoes. I'm not an actor or an actress. Let that white man keep that statue. Okay? That's all I have to say on that. All I gotta say on that. But here's your flowers. And your fuzz. So I've been on this thing where I don't have to. And if you listening, do you ever feel like you have to do things? Like, do you feel like if you don't show up, for instance, if someone invites you to a birthday party, right? And you know you really want to celebrate their birthday, they always been there for you, but you really don't want to go. And you show up just because. At what point do you say, I'm not going, well, that's a really bad example. I'm not going to use that example. The example I want to use, I don't want to use. The example that's in my head, so I'm going to try to let this pass because I don't want to use it. I don't. It's a really bad example. And you all are going to judge me. But I'm going to use it. So I have one more grandmother left, right? She going to pass today, tomorrow, or some years down the line, right? And I voiced that I may not be at the funeral. And my older cousin was just like, what do you mean? And I'm just like, I get it. Funerals are what we do in this community, right? But at what point do I put my foot down and say, I'm not attending? I'm not doing this anymore. At what point in my life do I have say so and not feel like I'm obligated to do so, right? We all want to go and share our last words and our last memories to these people. But at what point do we say, stop, this is enough? I can't attend that. Like, and I've been to, funerals back over the past 2 years. And I'm tired of seeing people that way. I don't want to see you laying there no more. I don't. Me and my mother gonna have to have a discussion because what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Death is so drawn the fuck out. God damn, you die. Granted, now when you get old, sometimes it take you a little bit longer to die. You struggling to die. You wishing you was dead. God damn. And then there's a whole process of what to do afterwards. And in our community, it's a funeral. It's prepare the body. It's go buy the clothes for the body. It's make sure the body looks good. Find somebody to do the hair, put a wig, do the makeup. I don't want those memories anymore. Can I keep the good ones that we have? What is there something wrong with this? And y'all tell me if I'm wrong. Okay, I'm open to criticism. I'm open to all the shits. Y'all been listening long enough and I can handle a lot of shit. So y'all tell me if y'all feel like I'm wrong. Because also what I've realized in life, that I am liable to change my goddamn mind at any given moment. I can say one thing and then somebody can hit me with some shit, or I can have a recollection. Recollection? That's what we're going to use. And I can be like, I changed my mind. Now I want to go in a tent. But I get it, being there for family and all of that. But it's just one of those things where everybody's around and then poof, nobody's around. So I'm working on that. And y'all tell me what y'all think, whether it's in the comments, whether you watching this on YouTube, whether you seeing this scrolling through IG or TikTok. What do you think? Is it wrong of me to not show up to a loved one's funeral? Is it wrong? Tell me. For those who are listening, I did an extended neck roll. I just want to know. But I'm also in this stage where I've talked about this on here. I'm not doing it like this year. I'm not celebrating these bullshit ass holidays. If it ain't got nothing to do with me, my culture, or the color of my skin, there's no sense. And granted, I am working on changing the culture that I'm a part of, right? Thanksgiving, throw it in the garbage. Christmas, throw it in the garbage. Valentine's Day, throw that shit in the garbage. Ain't no love here, okay? St. Patrick's Day, I don't know that nigga. He ain't got nothing to do with me. Nothing. That is a white man's holiday. I'm all set. They all white men holidays, honestly. So I'm always celebrating the black men holidays and the black women holidays and the black experience holidays. I cannot get jiggy with it no more. I'm all set. I don't want to do it. That's another stage that I'm in. Do you feel the same way? Like, are you tired of celebrating these same old regular ass holidays that put so much pressure on us? I don't like pressure. I like to be able to have say so in what the fuck I want to do. So people, let me have say so in what I want to do. We talk about changing generational wealth, changing that, working on your trauma, going to therapy, doing this, doing that, but we don't talk about being able to change the way you want to live your life. I don't want to live my life the way it's always been lived. I don't want to live my life the way my family's always lived. I don't. I want to create something different. And 100%, I honestly don't know what that is. But I'm figuring out, But I'm figuring out that day by day. Day by day. I know I don't want to live in Connecticut anymore. I can't stand living here. Right? I really just want to be a fucking hippie and travel the goddamn world in a fucking RV. And once I travel the United States, then I will go somewhere else. You feel me? And this is not the normal way to live, because when I speak like this, when I was speaking like this, people were looking at me like I'm crazy. Now, people close to me are finally starting to understand, like, oh, nigga, you really is crazy. Or you really do. I was told to embrace this shit because I had a conversation with my family, who I hold very dear. They got a spot right up in here somewhere by these arteries. Okay, y'all helping it beat. If you didn't know, you know. Y'all helping me pump. Okay? And they were like, you just need to embrace who you are. Like, stop trying to do this stop trying to do that. Stop trying to do this. Do what you good at. And if you want to fucking be a fucking nomad or whatever the fuck it is you want to do that. I finally felt like I wasn't judged. I finally felt like they understood me. I finally felt like they were on my side. Now, granted, They've never judged me, but you know, we all talk shit about each other. That's just the way it is. But they never judged me. They've always understood me and they've always had my back. But I finally felt that in that moment because I've been so busy changing the person that I am and who I'm becoming that honestly, I really haven't paid attention to how the fuck people feel about me because I stopped caring for about 2 years. 2 years I stopped. I still don't care, but I care now. I can show appreciation for the ones that I care about and their opinion about me and what they think about me and the advice they give. Now I can take that in because I want it and I need it. But do y'all have family that likes to give advice, doesn't take it, right? We all got those. But do you have family, or are you open to getting the advice from people who may not have experienced what you experienced, from people who who definitely don't have the same dream as you? Are you open to getting that advice from them? I saw something on Instagram and I meant to copy it. And it said, don't take advice from people who aren't where you're trying to be. And I believe that to a certain extent. Because the person, I'm looking out for my UPS package too. So excuse me if I keep looking out the goddamn window because UPS is going to deliver my package. And all of a sudden it needs a signature. I don't know why all my packages been needing signatures now, but we're not even going to talk. But that is a whole nother podcast. But, and that to me meant or means it's good to get advice from those who are where you want to be, right? It's good to get advice for somebody who already has a podcast and it's booming. It's good to get advice from somebody who's already in the entertainment world. It's good to get advice from somebody who has traveled the world and who has done these things. But it's also good to get advice from the people who don't want to be where you at, want nothing to do with the type of career you're gonna have, and see you for who you really are. And that love you deeply. Those are two different types of people. So I believe that to a certain extent. Yes, you shouldn't really take advice from random folks. Like, I don't need Joe Schmo trying to tell me how to live my life, right? I don't need anyone trying to tell me how to live my life. But I don't need Joe Schmo trying to give me advice on making my podcast better. I don't need that from Joe Schmo. But the people that are around me can give me advice because they watch. They know my weaknesses and they know my strong points and they know my potential. You see where I'm going? Like, people know your potential, so they want to help you grow and watch you get better. They may not want to be podcasters. They may not want to be in the entertainment world, and they may not know what it takes, but they've been around long enough and they've been watching you so they can give you advice on how to get better. How you feel about that? How the fuck do you feel about that? I came on here with a word today. Ooh, Jesus. I don't have to. Y'all. I've been practicing this thing where I put my hands to my palms together like I'm praying, and I just hold them like that because it's so graceful, and it for me it means a lot, especially when I do it towards other people. So I'm doing this to y'all, and for me it just brings peace, calmness, stillness, and like it's like a form of love, and like I'm not praying for you, but I got you, that kind of thing. Or so I do it towards myself as well. And it kind of like centers me. Like, it's in the middle of me, from like the middle of my chin to my chest. Like, it's centering. And I've been doing this ever since I did a couple of namaste. Okay? Remember that thing that was going around? Namaste home or namaste kind of thing. Those stupid little jokes. But yeah, so Since I haven't done an episode by myself, I like to tell y'all where I'm at. I like to throw my bullshit at y'all. I like to just keep y'all informed because I'm an open book. like, once you get me, you get me. I was talking to some friends last night, and they had sent some things in a group chat, and I have a very short attention span. But once I know I need to do it, then I'll do it. So I looked at the little video clip, and then we talked the other day, and it was like, Malcolm, did you read it? I said, yeah. Right then in that moment, they knew. But also, as somebody new trying to get to know me, and I'm like, girl, once you get me, you got me. Okay? Once you tell me I really got to do it, I'm really going to do it. But when it's just for some play, y'all look at it later. And I ain't doing a goddamn thing. Okay? Typically, I ain't doing shit but fucking listening to fucking live music and preparing another episode of the podcast, editing a goddamn video, or just some shit like that. But at the end of our call, they were like, Malcolm ain't gonna do it. Then my good friend was like, nah, once you get him, you got him. Once you get Malcolm in, once he say he in, he's in. Ride or die, okay? And then she was like, okay. I was like, yeah, once you get me, you got me. But before you gotta reel me in. I gotta know you serious. I gotta know you real, okay? And that's just what it is. Yes, I worked through my trauma, but this is the way I grew up. Bam. So yeah, I say that to say, I let people in, but I don't let people in. Right? You got to really work to get in here. Now, for those of you who are thinking about sex, you ain't got to work that hard. Because I be horny too. And it is what it is. But if you want to be a friend, if you want to date me, I don't get friends. Like, I'm not a new friend kind of guy. But if you want to be a friend, there got to be a little work. I got to sit back and watch the side. I got to come to a game. I got to be in the bleachers. I got to stalk you on IG. I don't really do friends. I don't, especially new friends. I don't, that's not really for me. But when the vibe is right and when you can see the spirit and feel the spirit, then I'm like, okay. We can do this. I think I talked about this on here. I don't make friends at work because I am there to goddamn work, people. We're not best friends because when I leave and become famous, I can't give all y'all money. I can't bring everybody to the parties with me. I just can't do it. Question, if you were famous, if you became famous, whether it's for singing, whether it's for a podcast, radio, acting, all the other shit there is, dancing, would you go to award shows? My friend gonna hate this, but I don't want to go. I don't. I'm only going to the black award shows. I only want to go to Black Award shows. Now, granted, of course, you network and go to the other places, but I really don't want to go. I know I would have to go, but I wouldn't want to go. I wouldn't want to go to the Oscars. I wouldn't want to go to the Grammys unless my friend is performing and I got to be there to support. But then I'm be late. You ain't going to see me on the red carpet. And I don't even know how late you can be to these shows because I'm sure there's a closing time. But I don't want to do that. I don't. But I want the life. But I want the closet part of it. Like, I want to chill. I want to come out. I want to be like Candy, though. Like, I want to always be working on something. Boom, 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 boom. And then maybe do a red carpet every now and then. You know what I'm saying? But Candy always out, so I don't know. What would you do? Would you be out? Would you be down with the fame, with the glitz and the glam and the cameras flashing and all of that? Is you down for that? Is you down? I hope there ain't a doorbell, because I'm definitely on Do Not Disturb. They ain't gonna call me though. But we haven't talked music in a while. What kind of music y'all been listening to? What have y'all been listening to? I've been listening to, I'm still on my live music, If you haven't heard Aja, she does Brandy's Necessary. Just go listen to it. It's dope. It's a cover, 1.1 million views. Go watch it. Also, Little Mo been out here in these streets. But Little Mo, are you performing the Meet the Girl Next Door album? I'm not sure. I haven't been to a show. Now, granted, I may not be able to go to a show for a long time because I got other things going on. But you make me feel like the first time. The way you in my lane makes my body come alive. if you didn't know Lil Mo back then that's a problem. If you didn't have this album, that's a problem. But definitely, I recommend listening to that. This is the music moment. That's what we call in this segment, the music moment. Okay, so just let me have my goddamn time. What else I've been listening to? I'm still bumping Jasmine Sullivan. I'm still listening to my normal stuff, but I've thrown a little other shit into it too. Is we gonna talk about how Kiki Kira Share was rapping and singing I Can Love You the other day? Amen. Amen, Kiki. You did that. I appreciate you for that. The culture appreciates you for that. We appreciate you for that. Also, Libianca. I was in an Uber the other day on my way home from work, and her song came on. What is it called? People. My Uber driver was like, man, this song is so sad. And I'm like, oh, here we go. Here we go. When I tell y'all people have conversations with me that don't know me, they have conversations with me. I'm just like, this is me. This is what you get. Okay? Man, this song's so sad. I'm like, yeah, it is. Now, mind you, I ain't really listened to a song like that. But now I'm listening to the fucking words. I've been drinking more. I'm like, oh, this shit is sad. And I'm thinking in my head, like, this is normal. People go through this. Somebody just finally sung about it. Or somebody finally sang about it the way you can hear it. Because people been singing about their troubles. But I appreciate her for that. It's an Afrobeat. It's been out for a minute. I just want to say I'm glad she made it through. Well, I hope she made it through whatever, she been going through. Libianca, okay? I've been listening to Alicia Myers on repeat. I want to thank you, Heavenly Father, for shining your light on me. I've been listening to that. And I've been listening to that because it reminds me of my childhood. It reminds me of family. It reminds me of cookouts. It reminds me of summertime. It reminds me of blackness. Pure blackness. And that is why I listen to that. And I listen to that in the morning. I be dancing and just feeling the groove. And yeah. I want to address something. Okay? The music moment is over. I need to address something. I have been doing get ready with me videos and little stuff every now and then in my underwear. Okay? Now, this is highly inappropriate. But your boy, I got something in the underwear. Okay? And I've been so used to it that people been calling me out for showing my thing. This is so TMI, but we have to be comfortable to have these conversations. But people been calling me out, and I just been like, what you talking about? I'm just in my underwear. Like, what do you mean? And everybody's like, nah, I can see your print. And I'm like, you can see my print? Why are you looking that hard? Right? Oblivious to the shit, right? So the other day I posted a video, and then I talked to my best friend, and she was like, yeah, you know what you're doing. We can see it in there. And honestly, you got to use what you got to get what you want. I'm here for that. But when I was editing this video and looking at it over and over again, I said, well, goddamn, Malcolm. Now, you don't need to be showing that like that. I'm like, I'm out here. I got coworkers that follow me. I got little sisters that follow me. I cannot be doing this. So I had to put so if you seen the last Get Ready With Me, you know, I had to cover up. I had to be appropriate. I just had to be. Okay. All right. Amen. I'm glad I got that out the way. If you have any questions, DM me. Message me. Follow me. Subscribe. Do all of the shits. Message me wherever the fuck you can find me. My Black Self. My Black Self with 2 Ks are my socials. The name of the podcast is 1K. Period. And that segment was brought to you by White Privilege. The world shouldn't have gave me a voice. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I'm going to say stupid shit like that. I also want to talk about The Breakfast Club just really quick. This is my little tidbit before I go. I really appreciate the guest hosts that have been on The Breakfast Club. Like, I truly don't know who I like the best. Because they've been getting some good folks. And I'm just talking about the ladies. I don't know who else been on there. But Tamar was on there. And it's great to see Tamar talking and speaking, and you know, her hair look good. It's good to see Tamar just be herself. Like, I feel like that is her setting, just being her. And at first she was, you know, I couldn't stand Tamar, I ain't even gonna lie, but my sister who passed away was so in love with Tamar. So when somebody else loved somebody so much, you just like, what is it that you love? And I know what it is. It's just her. And Portia did good. Portia did good. They was talking about body counts. Miss Pat. Oh, Miss Pat. Miss Pat may be one of my favorite people. Women, right now, this month, in the industry. Miss Pat funny as hell. I need to go to a show. She may be one of my favorite folks. And she's so familiar. She's so home. She's so black. She's the culture. Like, she remind me of an auntie or one of my mother friends or somebody who would come around and be like, hey, baby, what you need? But still cuss your ass out if she see you down the street where you're not supposed to be. I miss that. Oh, I miss that so much. Miss Pat, thank you for bringing that shit and keeping it black. BET did their thing with the Miss Pat show because they allowed her to keep it as black and as real as they could. And I appreciate that. So before I go, I want you to keep it as black and keep it as real as you can. And this is brought to you by My Black Self, the podcast. Thank you for listening. Make sure you share, like, subscribe. This thing, I'm doing a lot by myself, y'all. I'm on YouTube, My Black Self with 2 Ks. I'm posting on IG and a little on TikTok. But this episode, of course, is going to be on YouTube as well. So definitely watch it. And you can see me with my pink puff earring. I'm trying to hide my legs because I ain't got no pants on. And hopefully I'm able to cut that out. We'll see what happens. I love y'all for listening. Definitely make sure you ask questions if you got any. If you want to get in my brain, get in my brain. If you want to get in these guts, mind your business. I'm saying too much. Goodbye. Mwah.